Everybody, Dean Young Home Tech. Hope everybody's doing well today. Monday doesn't feel like a Monday. I really don't know what day it feels like. Inventory really low. Things are slow. It's that time of the year. Doing about one a day. And people are getting their taxes prepared and all that good stuff. Well, not yet, but close to it. And then once people start getting refunds and the market starts picking up pretty good, now it's just like not really flatlined, but there's some movement, but just not. It's just that time of the year. This is pretty normal. Last year we only done, I think, 20 inspections for the month of January. So if that tells you anything. So we have some slow spots, we got some openings. If you want to do our Radon promotion for Radon Awareness Month, now's the time to do it. $75. You can't beat that price. Any other time of the year, it's going to be normal rate, which with the home inspection, it's going to be $125. If it's a standalone test without home inspection, you're going to be looking at $150. So take advantage of that. Again, we offer the next day FHA USDA water test results, which I'm super excited about still. And what else? That's really about it, man. Don't have really much to talk about. I've been throwing some stuff out there. If anybody wants us to do any type of sponsor something at your office, or sponsor an event, or come in and do a learning session, we can come in and do that. You pick the topic, whatever you think your agents need to be more active in, or just increase their knowledge or something, or just in general, or if there's just one specific thing that you're wanting your agents to be aware of, just let me know, and I will gladly come in and pass out some materials and go through everything, and just fellowship, talk to each other, have breakfast, lunch, whatever, and just get through it. And I've said this 100 times, that we are all in this together. We should work hand in hand, and we shouldn't be throwing each other under the bus. And I see a lot of that going on. Real estate is a cutthroat business. Agents need to be respectful with each other and their vendors, and I can understand when tempers flare and people get attitudes and want to throw people under the bus or play the name game. Nobody wants to take responsibility. We just need to per se man up and just take responsibility, take liability. If you miss something, if you overlook something, if you didn't send a correspondence that you thought you sent, if there was miscommunication, if there was a typo, just say it. Yes, I made a typo and I apologize. I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm sorry for any inconvenience and bad calls. We are only human, and we're going to make mistakes, and nobody should light a fire under your butt and make you seem like you're any less than anybody else. And I understand that real estate is there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot involved. But at the same time, I mean, you got to allow room for error, because it's going to happen. Computers make errors, software makes errors. It's just there. That's just life. It's gonna happen. So just be respectful of each other, be mindful of each other, and don't assume anything. Ask a question. Reach out to someone and get your answer. And keep digging and digging and digging. If he comes up with the same answer, then that's it. Don't look for the answer that you want. I mean, if there's just one answer that you're getting that multiple answer, then you should know, well, I guess it is that. I was wrong. It happens. I mean, it happens to me. I may put something in a report that later I may regret and say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I knew that was a little bit overboard. And I'll reach out to the agent and say, hey, I apologize. I didn't mean to cause any this or that. That was not my intent. I mentioned that because I saw this or I saw that. And that could have potentially happened, or it may have happened, or I don't know if it happened, or, So it's all a learning game. You just don't ever know sometimes. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So anyway, January, we're almost halfway through. I guess after this week, we'll be midway through January and pushing to the second half. Let's see what Mother Nature is going to bring us. Hopefully, it'll stay mild and above normal temperatures. That little snow blast we got kind of gave everybody a little reality check. And the weather the past few days has been real Cool. It's showing around 48 degrees now, but it feels like it's 38 degrees, honestly, with the wind chill. That's just my perspective of it. Just being out today doing inspection, the air just seemed really, really cold. Seems a lot cooler than 48 degrees. So I think I got a pretty long report here. I'm going to be tabbing out when I get home. Active moisture present. Some shear cracking in the foundation block wall in the basement. Severe horizontal cracks as far as longevity of it, going from the left side wall all the way down, and then to the front facing wall all the way down. Pretty prominent horizontal there. So you got the moisture entry, which is active, coming in. You see where it's coming in, and you got the wall pushing in. So what that is, it's caused by hydronic pressure. What happens is you get the moisture between the wall and the ground, and when it gets cold or cooler temperatures, what happens is that water freezes and it pushes on that wall. Also, water gets trapped behind the wall. It needs to try to find a way out. It builds pressure. So it's really hard to really explain, but that's pretty much the analogy of it. You got that wall, and then you've got the moisture that's pushing into that wall. Again, the wall starts to fold or buckle, crack, and then that's where the helical piers or the steel beams or the carbon strips are coming into play. Carbons are becoming super popular. They're really good product, and they're expensive. I think the cheapest I've seen them was about $300 per strip. All varies. I'm sure there's a lot of things that they use in the calculations. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know what calculations they use to determine the size of strip and all that good stuff. and the cost variances. So, but I've heard somebody mentioning that they paid like $300 per strip. Every situation is going to be different. So that's why I don't give pricing on things. When people ask, well, but how much is this going to cost me? Well, it depends all on the contractor. It depends on the cost of materials if needed. Material pricing fluctuates. It depends on what they found during evasive inspection. There's more damage behind the wall or under the floor or in the roof or in the structure or in the foundation or wherever it may be. So prices are going to vary. So that's why you should get several estimates from several reputable contractors. And what you think may be a handyman project might not be a handyman project. So make sure you get a qualified contractor, somebody that's competent, and if required, a license, has their licensing. And one thing I want to explain real quickly before I get out of here: home inspectors, every single home inspector that inspects a home, that writes a report, has to be licensed by the state of North Carolina. It's different from your trades, electrician, plumber, general contractor, whatever. General contractor, anything $30,000 or over, they're required a license. Plumber, electrician, here's the way that works. I've explained this several times. A lot of people don't grasp it the way they should. As a licensed electrical contractor, you can hire people, individuals, to work under your license. So I'm a licensed electrician. I hire John next door to work for me, and I hire Bill next door to work for me, but they're not licensed electricians, but they're doing electrical work under my license. Realistically, the licensed individual is supposed to be on site, supervising, overseeing the work that's being done, but that's not what happens. What happens is you get a licensed contractor that wants to have a big outfit, big company, so they'll hire multiple electricians, and they're working under your license and doing electrical work, and they're out at some other job, or they're out doing the estimates, or they're in the office or whatever, and these guys that aren't licensed individuals are out there doing the electrical work, but they're looked at as electricians, but in reality they're not licensed electricians. Same thing with plumbers and plumbing. It goes on and on. So that's the thing I like about being a home inspector, is every individual that does inspections has to be licensed. Way different than any other trade or anything in the state. But there are municipalities, there's other states that do not require licensing by or licensed home inspectors. It's an unlicensed state, so you got any Tom, Dick, and Harry out there doing $199 home inspections, $200 home inspections. So it's crazy. So just be mindful when you're dealing with contractors. Say, hey, I know you're an electrician, but are you a licensed electrician? Are you working under a supervisor, or do you have your own license? Same thing with plumber. When a plumber comes to your house, are they just some guy that's kind of followed the lead guy around a little bit, and he knows a little bit how to do some stuff, but he's not licensed? Ask questions. You want to see their certifications, any of their qualifications. You want to see their license. You want to see what makes them qualified to come into your home and work on your home and get your hard-earned money. So that unlicensed professionals coming into your home and doing a repair, and charging you this X amount of dollars, which a small fraction is going to him, and the big money is going to the licensed person or the company, business, whatever. Which I know that's how business works, but you know, you're getting this guy that's barely making any money doing electrical work on your home. Is he really going to put the quality and the workmanship into that job? Is what I'm getting at. Who knows? There are some good people out there with good hearts, but you just have to. When I was doing contracting, man, it just blew my mind how many people. It would just blow my mind how many people would just pay somebody to do something to somebody that wasn't even qualified. Or this guy said he was a plumber and he took all my money and I can't get a hold of him, and da-da-da. That's the good thing about a licensed individual. State has all their info. The state will find them, but the state doesn't deal with money. That's the whole thing about the state of North Carolina. If you're a general contractor, plumber, electrician, whoever, you can't report them anything about money. They don't deal with money. They just deal with if they followed code or pulled permits or done something improper. They don't deal with any money. That's between you and the courthouse. So I could talk about this all day, but I'm gonna get in here and get my report tabbed out. If you need home inspection, 336-998185, hometechnc.com. Honestly, I'm not going to BS anybody. I mean, we could really use the work right now. We're slow, and I know it's not going to be this way forever. It's just that time of the year. But honestly, if you know somebody needs a home inspection, send them our way. We greatly appreciate it. And don't forget the radon awareness, $75, radon testing. Just give us a call, man, 336-998185, hometechnc.com.